The time has arrived. The miracle run has placed us onto the grandest stage. It is the Stanley Cup Final against the Dallas Stars in our first season at the helm of the New York Islanders. We are just 4 games away from achieving our goal, in large part due to our captain, John Tavares, who of course is a point-a-game player. Aside from that, a lot of people are chipping in. No one else is really as dominant, but people are chipping in. Nikolai Kulemin and Casey Cizikas are kind of not there, but at least they're not getting killed in plus-minus. Bottom line, everybody is contributing. Perhaps most importantly, Roberto Luongo is having the run of his life. Version 2, of course, after the Canucks Stanley Cup run. Point being, we are 4 games away. Let's take a look at the Dallas Stars. They have a better offense, we have a better defense, and the better goaltending. The question is, can the team actually perform? On paper, it's probably in our favor, but will it actually go that way? The top line for the Dallas Stars includes Jamie Benn, who has 16 points thus far and is under his new contract. They have Tyler Seguin, who has 20 points, and Patrick Sharp, who has 11. That is a goddamn terrifying first line that we are going to have to play against. The second line, 83 overall, Alesh Hemsky, who has 8 points, Jason Spezza with 12, and Valeri Nichushkin, only 6 points at an 84 overall. The third line, 82 overall, Brett Ritchie, with Cody Eakin and Patrick Eaves. The fourth line, Antoine Roussel, with Travis Morin, and the injured but playable Curtis McKenzie. So when we look at this team overall, it's a solid team. Like, yeah, McKenzie's a bit of a weak point, which means he'll get a hat trick in at least one game this series. But, God, Seguin and Benn, that is terrifying. Defensively, not so terrifying. Wow, I thought they would have improved their defense. They have Dan Hamhuis with John Klingberg, which is a fantastic top pairing. Then you have Johnny Oduya with Jordy Benn. Again, I don't know what. Jordy Benn. Then the third pairing, Jamie Oleksiak and Patrick Nemeth. I can see why we have the better rated defense, because aside from that top line, we're good to go. The goaltender is Antti Niemi, who is playing through an injury. Kari Lehtinen, the backup. Niemi has played 17 games, so he is absolutely their starter. Scratched players, Adam Cracknell, Stephen Johns, and Matthias Janmark. I'd personally play Janmark over Curtis McKenzie, but what do I know? Aside from how to get my team to the finals, I guess they also know how to do that as well. But God damn it, we are going to win. It is our time. It is the Islanders' time. We got to a cup final, and we are going to win. We are going to continue that amazing record that we had with the Vancouver Canucks. We are starting this dynasty right here and now, God damn it. Let's not waste any time. It is game 1, the first period of the first game here in the 2016 Stanley Cup playoffs, Stanley Cup final. Let's do this first period, and we're scoreless. Well, that was a bit anticlimactic, wasn't it? Second period, and we take the lead. It is, I'm going to assume, Jamie Benn. Got no way to tell, at least at the moment. But Cizikas and Mark Streit with goals gives us the lead. They give us the lead heading into this third period. Let's do this, man. Oh, I am excited for what this team can do. We have a 5-on-3 power play, and Mark Streit gets a goal, and that's good enough for me. Tyler Seguin, though, gets a goal back. That is not good. A power play for us again. Ends quickly, and then Travis Morin gets, gets what was probably a shorty. A power play for Dallas. This isn't looking too good. Are we going to overtime? No, we're not, because with 8 seconds left, Hemsky gets a goal. Well, that was one hell of a third period, wasn't it? God damn it. I mean, we had him. We had him. God damn it. It was 2-1 heading into the third, 3-1, and then we give up 3 goals. Seguin, Morin, Hemsky, and we lose. The Dallas Stars take game 1 by the score of 4-3. Tyler Seguin, of course, the first star of the game. just to rub it in, and we are, Jesus, how long is he out for? He's only out for 5 days, so we might survive, but Johnny Boychuk goes down to injury, and that, oh, God. God. So Ryan Pulock will get called up, but, I mean, if ideally you, of course, have your top pairing defenseman against the best that the other team has to offer. Well, unfortunately, the best the other team has to offer is pretty goddamn good and could very well rip apart the new pairing of Nicoletti and Mark Streit, Gormley with Pulock. And now we have to move forward without Johnny Boychuk, and we are also, of course, down 1-0 in this series. That was certainly not the ideal start. Boychuk misses Game 2 in Dallas. Let's win this one for him. First period of Game 2, a very, very important Game 2. Let's do this first period, and we are up 3-1. What a response. Another Benn goal. Again, don't know who it is. Didn't bother checking the last game because it doesn't matter. Grabowski, Strome, and Cizikas. This time, that is going to be the key. We got that little bit of extra insurance with that third goal. 3 goals on 8 shots, and we are in a pretty good place. Will it stay that way? I fucking hope so. Second period of this game, and it stays that way. Casey Cizikas with another goal. Nicoletti gets a goal. Nichushkin gets one back, but it is 5-2 as we start the third period. An early power play for Dallas results in a Brock Nelson goal. Not sure if that was a shorty. Tyler Seguin gets on the board. God damn it. But we're still up 6-3. And now with 8 minutes to go, Johnny Oduya gets a goal. It's 6-4. Please don't blow this. Oh my God. Please do not blow this. We have a power play late. P.A. Parenteau gets the goal. And the Islanders respond. 7 goals in Game 2. A 7-4 victory. And this series is tied up at a game apiece. And we were able to respond. Ryan Pulock steps in. Doesn't result in us getting killed. Boychuk is... yes, he is back. Okay, good. I was thinking that he wasn't going to be. We will take care of the scouting. Honestly, with scouting, I'm not too concerned because it's names I'm familiar with. So when it comes to drafting players, I know who to look out for because, again, as you guys saw with the Nations United GM mode, if you watched that, which I hope you did, but, you know, pretty much everybody's been edited, so I know the names to look out for. People actually have appropriate potentials for who they are, so I'm not too concerned. We'll really put more emphasis in the drafting a few years down the line. Let's see, we got to put Anders Lee back down. On the fourth line, Leddy and Boychuk are reunited. And let's do this. We have split the first 2 games of the series. First period of Game 3. Let's see what happens. And it's Ritchie and Morin with the goals. Brock Nelson gets us back to within striking range, but we got outplayed in that period, and we paid for it. We are down 2-1 heading into the second. Let's see what happens, and we tie it. Mark Streit with another goal, and that sets up this very big third period. Next goal. God damn it. As I was going to say, okay, we're fucked. Why should I even say it? Okay, good. Brock Nelson gets us a goal back. We have a hope. We have a chance. John Tavares ties it. What the fuck's going on? Can I just... fucking hell, Ryan Strome with the goal. Can I please set up the narrative? Can I establish the narrative for the fact that this is a very important game that Nick Leddy probably just won for us to give us a 2-1 series lead on the back of a 6-4 victory in Game 3. Fuck the narratives. What a goddamn third period that was. We enter with the lead. We lose it because of Nichushkin and Seguin, but then Nelson, Tavares, Strome, and Nick Leddy give us the goals and give us the win. 6-4. Dallas's goaltending is failing them. John Tavares, oh my fucking God, had 5 points, 4 assists for Andrew Ladd. I'm getting lightheaded, but that's okay because we are now just 2 wins away. We have a 2-1 series lead. Much like the Tampa series, we lost the first game, and we have bounced back in a very big way, outscoring them 13-8. Absolute gong shows of games in games 2 and 3, and we will see if that continues here in game 4. Can we go back to Dallas with a 3-1 series lead and a chance to win the cup? Let's find out. First period of game 4, and it's a goal apiece. The two big names, Tyler Seguin and John Tavares. A very late goal for John Tavares sets up another very interesting second period. Let's see what happens. It's a goal apiece again. Ryan Strome and our old friend Dan Hamhuis. And that leads us to this. The third period. Will the series be tied? Cody Eakin gets a goal, so odds are yes. Will the series be tied, or will we take a 3-1 lead back to Texas? Let's see what happens here. 7 minutes to go. Can we get a goal, or will Cody Eakin's goal stand up? And I think it just might. It's going to take some late game heroics, and there are none to be found after a gong show of a third period. In game 3, game 4, pretty quiet. Cody Eakin strikes a minute and 7 seconds into the period, and that was enough to win it. Tavares and Strome working well together, but Antti Niemi finally looks like the goalie that he at least appeared to be heading into this series. And it is now a best of 3 with Dallas. Of course, they have home ice advantage. The only chance we have to win the cup on home ice would be to win the next 2 games. I don't care if we win the cup on home ice. I just want to win the goddamn cup in our first season. Game 5, the oh-so-important Game 5. Let's do this first period, and we get 2 gigantic goals. Nick Leddy, a minute 58 into it, and then Nikolai Kulemin with another goal, 18 shots to 8. That is a very, very strong start. But of course, a lot of hockey left to be played. Second period, and that helps Nikolai Kulemin with another goal. Nichushkin gets their first goal of the game, but then Andrew Ladd makes it 4-1. And we are just 20 minutes away from having that chance to win the cup on home ice. Tyler Seguin can't be stopped. He gets another goal. It's 4-2. Shane Prince gets a goal. I'm not sure if it was on that power play, but that goal was P.A. Parenteau. For the third time in this series, we have scored at least 6 goals. Parenteau makes it 7. Another power play. Anders Lee gets the goal. It is 8-2 in game fucking just God. My God. Game 5 goes to the Islanders by the score of 8-2, a 4-goal third period, and we have a chance to win it on home ice in the next game. You see the run of penalties there. Benn, again, who knows which one, Ritchie, and then Ritchie with another one. Wow, Ritchie had a god-awful game for the Dallas Stars, and that, man, that was amazing. Kuhlman and Parenteau, 2 goals apiece. And guys, the chance is there. 7 goals, 6 goals, 8 goals. Game 6. Game 6 in Brooklyn. The cup is in the building. Let's do this. We have 2 chances. 2 chances to win the cup, to win it all. Let's see what happens. First period of Game 6. We are scoreless. We were outplayed, so I'm all right with it being scoreless. Second period, and it's Ryan Strome with 8 seconds left from the point. 15 shots apiece, and now we are just 20 minutes away from the cup. Let's not waste any time. Let's do this. The third period, and fucking Patrick Eaves. Man, they love to do that, don't they? Scores exactly 1 minute in. Oh, boy. Next goal is oh so important. A power play. We can't get anything. 7 minutes to go. Another power play. It's a 5-on-3. Come on, boys. Oh, shit. Oh, are we going to overtime? We are. We are going to overtime. The problem with this is I don't want to miss the cup celebration, so we have to intervene. I'm not sure if we'll watch the whole thing. You guys will obviously be able to tell if we if I reduce the time a little bit. But we are going to overtime in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final with the cup on the line. Son of a bitch. I'm surprised this never happened in the Vancouver series. But it all comes down to this, man. Game 6, cup on the line. Let's do this. Oh, boy. It's going to suck if we really lose this one. And then we have to sim even more time. But here we go. Overtime. Can we end it early? Leddy to Tavares. Carries in. Come on, John. Step into the middle, please. What's he going to do? In front for Strome. Boychuk at the point. Leddy. Tavares can't turn. Leddy with the bomb and a glove save for Antti Niemi. Good early pressure, though, here in this overtime. A big save for Antti Niemi. We get a better look at it. If that was NHL 17, that might have been deflected. So a little bit of bad luck there. The second line is out. Prince, Bailey, and P.A. Parento. Parento has been a beast of a player. Chance for Hamonic, the shot, a rebound. It is cleared by Klingberg. That will be icing. No, it will not be. Luongo forced to play it. Benn, Sharp, Hamhuis, Jamie Benn again. Hamhuis to Seguin. The puck movement's insane. A shot and a save. Woo! On the counter. Shane Prince gets fucking decked. What are you doing? Trying to outwork him like that. Oh my God. And then Nichushkin gets decked. Man, this game's on fire right now. Parento looking to carry it in front to Bailey, and he scores! And the New York Islanders, in the first season, have won the Stanley Cup in 6 games against the Dallas Stars. Josh Bailey is the hero. Holy shit. Talk about turning this team into a dynasty. Just a few changes. The main one being Luongo, who's wearing number 4 for some reason. I hope you don't mind that. John Tavares, you beauty. Oh my God. Through Pittsburgh, Washington, and Tampa. Pittsburgh, the division title winner. Washington finished in 3rd place. They were in 2nd for most of it. John Tavares is your Conn Smythe winner, and he fucking deserves it with 28 points. Oh my God. Tampa won the Eastern Conference title. I think they won the President's Trophy, to be honest. And then we play Dallas, and Josh Bailey just won it in overtime in this horrible, horrible arena that will see a Stanley Cup be raised by John frickin' Tavares. There it is. Our work here is our work here done. It took 1 season for us to win a cup. A few minor changes. We went from almost certainly not being a playoff team like Pittsburgh to winning the Stanley Cup and catching fire at the right time. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, what do we have? What do we have to work towards now, guys? Like, mission accomplished in season 1. We get Mark Streit a cup. We get Roberto Luongo a cup. What do we do? Do we keep going? Do we keep going now that it is the John Tavares era here with the Islanders? What do we do at this point? I don't know. But my God, Johnny Boychuk won another Stanley Cup. I'm so happy. Oh, man, that's a weird idea that Johnny Boychuk would win the cup with Roberto Luongo. We need to look at this game-winning goal, though. P.A. Parento gets the game-winning assist, cutting in, puts on the brakes, finds Bailey in front. Look at that lane. Where is your center? What the hell is John Klingberg doing? Like, John Klingberg and Dan Hamhuis were out there. Parento finds Josh Bailey. What even happens? Let's see. Picks it up on the forehand, goes backhand, off the pad, and in a terrible shot. But Josh Bailey is your hero. And the New York Islanders are your Stanley Cup champions. That would totally be the thumbnail, but it would totally be a spoiler. As always, when we win the Stanley Cup, which I can't believe I have to say, because after the Bruins GM mode series, I was completely convinced that I was never going to win a goddamn thing. Mark Streit went down to a concussion in that game. That was a man. That's the cup was won on May 29th. Holy shit. yeah, just, with the success of Vancouver and now the success here, it took 1 year. 1 year with some minor changes. I joke when I say, do we continue? Because I absolutely do want to turn this team into a dynasty. Now the real fun begins, trying to rebuild or just keep this team in this spot. I mean, I really want to see what we can turn Bridgeport into, now that they essentially have a very terrible team. But there you have it. The Islanders are your Cup champions. It knocks the Bruins off the list, which is pretty damn sad. Tampa did win the President's Trophy, so that curse is still alive. The Art Ross went to Tyler Seguin. The Hart went to Tyler Seguin. The Norris went to Carlson, as it should have. I mean, come on, we all know he should have won it over Doughty. Lady Byng goes to Tyler Seguin. The Calder to Connor McDavid. The Conn Smythe Trophy to John Tavares. The Vezina to Jake Allen. The Jennings to Jake Allen. Tennyson wins the Masterton. The Selke Trophy to Jonathan Taves. Tyler Seguin gets the Lindsay. And the Rocket Richard to Patrick Kane. The Marlies win the Calder Cup. Anas with the Iowa Wild picks up quite a bit. Jesus Christ. Stetcher wins the Defenseman of the Year Bebo, a goalie award. Any hardware for us? Nope, but that's okay. We got the most important bit of hardware of all, and that is, of course, the Stanley Cup. So, guys, the the challenge begins anew in the next episode with the off-season and, of course, the draft. Keep in mind, remember, Austin Matthews already on Toronto, but every other player from the 2016 draft will be up for grabs. Expect Patrick Laine to go number 1. I do just want to say, though, of course, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button or the dislike button. Do whatever you want. But I will ask, if you haven't already, to subscribe to continue following this series, because I don't know what the goal is next other than to win it again next year. I look forward to seeing your feedback, guys. That'll do it for this one. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. I stepped into the middle there, and then their computer decided to just stand right in the slot, which would have been nice if our computer did that on their goal. Yeah, it did not.
Good face-off win.
Oh, thank God. There we go. There we go. Nice job getting on that.
I think I'm in team celebration. We have to unlock that too.